big lake in the center, the Commission recommended to raise the level with 1 meter. But if the level is raised with 1 meter, that means that we have to raise all the dikes with 1 meter. It means that the cities around the lake are going to be behind dikes which are 1 meter higher, that the chances for inundation of the cities is going to increase. So it has enormous implications for all those people living around the lake. That has to be worked out in detail under program number 4.
那当中还有一个计划，就是他们中间有一个最大的淡水水源，这个 ISO Lake 的这整个湖。那这个湖呢，现在事实上就是蓄存他们淡水。那他们因应气候变迁、海平面上升的时候，当初在2008年的这个 committee， 他们是建议说要让这整个水的高度要增高1米。那因为它是一个内陆湖，整个增高1米的意思就是沿着这个湖岸的所有的保护堤防都要提高1米。那以至于在这个提高1米之后，它四周围的所有的城市，因着这个水库提高1米之后，所增加淹水的风险，以及土壤的所有的变化，这等等呢，都必须要在这个这个湖的这个子计划里面呢，通通要一起来讨论。
Then the next program is for the cities, the harbour in particular, Rotterdam, which wants to stay attractive for investments, which has to also consider the accessibility to that ships can reach the harbour if there is anything happening, that it's not closed off. That the city also wants to become not only climate proof, but it also wants to become climate neutral, which means that the energy emissions, the CO2 emissions, greenhouse gas emissions want to be reduced. So there are a number of objectives which are to be served, and for that this is the program to work it out in detail.
那另外一个呢，就是刚才讲的鹿特丹，这个是一个欧洲最大的港口。那因为气候变迁、海平面上升之后，他们还是要确保这个整个鹿特丹港它的通行、它的整个安全跟它的营运都不会受到影响。那同时也包括这整个鹿特丹港，因为刚刚提到了这些，它不只是要做到保护水的这样的一个能力，同时也能够提升它，而且也必须要现在整个气候变迁里面，包括那些必须要让它的维护操作不会增加二氧化碳的排放。那我想这个部分是我们国内很多人还没去思考，也就是说，不是为了安全保护就把同样的这个气候，刚刚讲他们是 climate proof， 还有一个 climate neutral， 就是除了保护，他们要达到综合，就是说他们必须要去做到一个平衡，不会去增加为了某方面，然后让同时气候变迁的另外一个影响呢就加重。所以他们也要考虑他们整个能源的使用，如何在这个港口继续营运，而且能够达到气候变迁的这个安全保护的两个条件，都要必须把它加总在一起。
Well, maybe a nice example on the climate neutral is that there is a big discussion in the Netherlands now to put the CO2 gas under the soil. We have big reservoirs where we used to take the gas out and the methane for cooking and etc. for domestic. But now we are considering to put the carbon dioxide back into the soil. Big discussions.
那像这样子的为了气候变迁，除了刚刚讲的这个气候保护以外，这水的这个防护以外，其实他们荷兰现在也正在激烈的讨论当中，是不是要把他们生活上所产生的这些二氧化碳呢，从空中把它固定下来，把它送到土里面。那因为当然这个包括技术，也包括很多思考的层面，所以在荷兰现在正在非常认真的讨论当中。
Then for the southwestern delta, there is all sorts of big changes. Farmers are moving away from that area because they don't have successors. So there has to be new functions given to the southwestern delta. We are talking about new forms of fishing or fish cultivation. We are talking about more tourism. It's a bit similar to what we saw yesterday for the, southern part where land subsidence is and where we saw the industrial parks, etc. coming up. So all these plans have to be worked out in detail.
那他们另外一个地区呢，就是在他们的西南边。那他们实际上现在的这些土地的这些农夫也年纪逐渐的年迈。那他们很多土地因为没有继续有年轻人在这边工作，所以他们这些农地慢慢的必须要被做一个移转，就是说如何转变成一个适合在那个地方继续使用的不同土地使用方式。那这个部分呢，是在他们整个西南部的这一个 program 里面都会去讨论。那他刚刚特别提到，昨天因为我们在报告里面，台湾的特别是几个地区啊，像那个彰化几个沿海地区，其实面对到的状况跟他们也蛮类似的，就我们的因着人口老化，那因为在当地从业的这样子的一个人的变迁，那土地使用如何跟这个社会跟这个人的变迁呢，要一起来考虑。那这方面其实很类似。
You can imagine these things will take time. It's not going to happen overnight, so it takes decades even to implement these programs.
那他们的经验就是，这个不是今天说了，明天就能够发生，这不是1、2年的事情，它需要慢慢的由时间来把一些事情才能够完成。
On the rivers you saw in the film where the man was talking about the new bridge, that's just an example. So what happens in the floodplains, we see a lot of excavation happening, what we call new areas for overtopping so that water can be stored, bridges, etc.
那另外的计划里面就包括所有的这些河流，那不只是它的堤防的高度而已，包括它所有的这些跨河的桥梁。我想这个部分在荷兰，我们台湾也很清楚，所有的河这当中有很多横向的，那这些横向的因着这个河的变迁，不管是让出更多的土地，或者是刚刚影片里面看到他们把原来旧的堤防撤后。以及原来的桥、原来的通行的路要改成高架的桥，如何的高度跟如何让水通行，还有这个交通等等的，要把它放在一起。这也是另外一个子计划。
For the coast, you already saw the big ship with the spouting sand. Now this has to be obviously designed in very detail. Where to spout sand, how much, should it be sand or maybe should it be a structure to be built? All these are also to be worked out for the entire coast.
那像海岸的部分呢，就刚刚影片里面有看到那个一条非常大的这种抽沙船啊，他们要决定就是你必须要决定在什么地方抽到什么地方，然后再抽到多高多大的一个范围，在什么的位置啊，那以及有多大量，那这当然这需要非常审慎的评估跟计算才能够把这整个计划做好。
And for the estuary in the north, the islands, the small islands, this is a nature, a sort of wetland, which is very important for migrational birds, etc. There, the important program is to monitor what's happening with the migrational birds, with the ecology of the system, and how to protect the natural values in particular.
那另外刚刚有提到他们北边的一些整个海岸滩地，那这个是欧洲非常重要的生态栖地，特别是候鸟。那这边已经事实上是 Ramsar 的一个指定的一个场址。那他们在这整个过程当中，他们希望在这气候变迁，在这些生态栖地依然能够被维护下来。所以应该如何维护，并且能够让这整个生态功能继续能够不在这种威胁底下就受到损伤。那这也是他们这个整个 Delta Program 里面的一个很重要的计划。
Now all these programs, sub-programs have also the ability or have been asked to raise questions for further research. And approximately there is one overall program which is called the Knowledge for Climate Program. This is a consortium of research institutions, a big program which is addressing more than 350 specific, but also more general, strategic, policy-oriented, very operational research issues.
那这当中当然就会牵涉到需要许多的研究跟许多的创新，所以他们政府有成立另外一个叫做Knowledge for Climate 这样的一个 program， 就有点像我们的国家型的这个整个研究计划。那这当中呢有他们至少涵盖了350项 不同的计划在实施。那这些计划呢，必须有的要对政策的决定，有的要去研究方法，有的要重新调查，甚至有的要具体如何实施落实的这整个步骤，在这整个知识、整个需要的这些研究基础呢，都在这个整个大 program 里面要去支持。
And in addition, very important that all these plans are based upon the same scenarios, socio-economic, future expectations, but also climate scenarios. So we are working on the harmonization of the socio-economic scenarios, which are used by the Planning Bureau for statistics and also for general development, but together with the scenarios for climate. And all these have to be worked out into 4 scenarios as unified scenarios, which we don't have at the moment. And the 4 of them will be used for all these activities, etc., etc.
那这整个350个这样这在指示的这些呢，他们虽然是要回答不同的问题跟不同的结果，但是他们有一件事情是相同的，因为所有的这些评估，大家都根据一个现在还没有发生，但是他们全国在做这个当中，他们的一个模拟，他们的一个模拟情境，总共把它分成4项，所有的计划都是根据这4个情境去做推估，去做判断。啊，去继续发展他们所要做的，所以他们在情境推估底下，全国是一致的，就在这4个不同的情境里面，啊，就知道哪一年会做到什么程度，啊，以及这情境相同的时候，虽然大家做出来的内容主题是不一样，但是大家所模拟的面对的问题，其实全国一致。
And then the last one.